Heartland is back, and it's all about fresh starts and new journeys in Season 19, Episode 1, New Beginnings. The premiere kicks off with Amy stepping into a new chapter of her life as she makes a bold decision to leave Nathan. This emotional twist sets the stage for an episode filled with heartfelt moments, growth, and the resilient spirit we've come to love. The much-anticipated premiere opens with a theme of change and growth. Amy is at a crossroads, having spent years navigating life after Ty's passing. As she begins to focus on her own happiness and future, her relationship with Nathan becomes a pivotal storyline. Over the past season, their growing connection seemed to offer Amy a sense of companionship and stability. However, in New Beginnings, Amy decides to leave Nathan, choosing instead to prioritize her family, her work at Heartland, and her personal healing. This decision is not made lightly. The episode explores Amy's internal conflict, her desire to move forward balanced against her lingering memories of Ty, and her role as a mother to Lindy. Through heartfelt conversations with Jack and Lou, Amy realizes that while Nathan represents a potential new chapter, she isn't ready to settle into a relationship that doesn't align with her heart's true desires. Meanwhile, the rest of the Heartland family faces their own changes. Lou is adjusting to life as Hudson's mayor, grappling with the pressures of leadership while trying to keep her family united. Jack and Lisa face a surprising challenge at the ranch, testing their resilience and their bond. Georgie's return is hinted at, leaving fans excited for what lies ahead for her storyline. The episode also focuses on the broader theme of fresh starts, not just for Amy but for the Heartland Ranch itself. A new horse rehabilitation project is introduced, symbolizing the family's enduring commitment to healing both for the animals they care for and for themselves. As the premiere unfolds, viewers are reminded why Heartland resonates so deeply. It's not just a show about horses or ranch life, it's about family, love, and the courage it takes to embrace change. With Amy's decision to leave Nathan, the writers set the tone for a season of introspection, growth, and the possibility of new beginnings, and not just for Amy but for everyone at Heartland. Amy and Nathan's love story is one of healing, hope, and bittersweet endings. Their connection began quietly as Nathan, a former rodeo star and horse trainer, arrived in Hudson seeking solace from his own past. Initially, their relationship was purely professional, as Nathan assisted Amy with a series of challenging horse rescues. Over time, their shared passion for helping animals and their mutual respect for one another developed into something deeper. For Amy, Nathan represented a chance to move forward after the devastating loss of Ty. Unlike anyone she had met before, Nathan understood her pain without pressuring her to move on. However, their love story was not without its challenges. Nathan carried emotional scars of his own, stemming from a traumatic past that he rarely discussed. This occasionally created distance between him and Amy, leaving her to wonder if she truly knew the man she was falling for. In New Beginnings, their relationship reaches a turning point. Amy decides to step back, torn between her growing feelings for Nathan and her loyalty to Ty's memory. Nathan, ever supportive, respects her decision. Tragedy strikes when Nathan steps in to help with a dangerous horse rescue. During a heroic effort to save the horse, an accident occurs, and Nathan is gravely injured. In his final moments, Nathan confesses his love for Amy, thanking her for showing him what it means to truly live again. His death leaves Amy devastated but inspires her to honor his memory by continuing the work they started together. Nathan's passing becomes a profound moment in Amy's journey. While his loss is heartbreaking, it serves as a reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of cherishing every moment. His influence pushes Amy to embrace her own strength and continue to build a future for herself and her daughter, Lindy. Nathan's love for Amy, though brief, becomes a powerful chapter in her story, a testament to the fact that love, even when fleeting, can leave an indelible mark on the heart. "Amy," he says, his gaze locking onto hers. "You've given me a second chance at life. You've shown me what it means to truly love." Tears stream down Amy's face as she clutches his hand, urging him to hold on. Nathan's voice grows weaker, but he musters all his strength to share his final words. "Take care of our baby," he whispers, his hand resting gently on Amy. "Tell them about me. Tell them how much I loved you both." His words are both a promise and a farewell, leaving Amy with a piece of his heart to carry forward. In his final moments, Nathan's love for Amy shines brighter than ever as he takes his last breath. The world seems to stand still. Amy, overcome with grief, holds him close, whispering that she'll never forget him and that their child will grow up knowing the incredible man their father was. The scene is one of profound sadness but also deep love. Nathan's passing is a devastating loss, yet it is imbued with the courage and selflessness that defined his character. His final words leave an indelible mark on Amy, giving her the strength to carry on for their child and the life they had dreamed of together. In the days that follow, Amy finds solace in the knowledge that Nathan's love will always be a part of her. His memory lives on through their unborn child and the work they started together at Heartland, a lasting legacy of the man who changed her life forever. In the immediate aftermath of Nathan's death, Amy is consumed by a storm of emotions, grief, shock, and disbelief. Holding him in her arms during his final moments feels surreal, as though time itself has stopped. She can't comprehend that someone who had brought so much hope and love into her life is suddenly gone. Her tears flow uncontrollably, and the weight of the loss threatens to overwhelm her. As the days pass, Amy finds herself struggling to accept the reality of Nathan's absence. She's haunted by the memories of their love, their plans for the future, and the dreams they had for their unborn child. Every corner of the ranch reminds her of him, the tools he used in the barn, the horses he helped train, and the places they shared quiet moments together. Each memory is a painful reminder of what she's lost. Amy's initial reaction is to retreat inward, isolating herself from her family and friends. She feels a crushing sense of guilt, wondering if she could have done something differently to save him. At night, she clutches the ultrasound photo of their child, finding both comfort and sorrow in the knowledge that a part of Nathan still lives on inside her. Jack, Lou, and the rest of the Heartland family rally around Amy, offering support in every way they can. Jack, in particular, becomes her anchor, sharing his wisdom and reminding her of the resilience she's always shown. Nathan wouldn't want you to carry this burden alone, he tells her gently. He'd want you to live for yourself and for the baby. Slowly, Amy begins to process her grief. Though the pain remains raw, she channels her emotions into her work with the horses, finding solace in helping others heal, just as Nathan had always encouraged her to do. One day, while working in the barn, she comes across a letter Nathan had written but never given to her, a heartfelt note about his love for her and his excitement about becoming a father. Reading his words brings a flood of tears but also a renewed sense of purpose. Amy resolves to honor Nathan's memory by living the life they had dreamed of together. She decides to name their child after him, ensuring that his legacy will be carried forward. With the support of her family, she begins to prepare for motherhood, finding strength in the knowledge that Nathan's love will always be a part of her and their child's story. As the months pass, Amy gives birth to a beautiful baby boy, whom she names Nathaniel Nate Ty Fleming, in honor of both Nathan and Ty. Holding her son for the first time, Amy feels a mix of overwhelming love and bittersweet sorrow. She sees traces of Nathan in her child, the same warm eyes, the same gentle presence. In that moment, Amy promises to keep Nathan's memory alive and to ensure that Nate grows up knowing how deeply his father loved him. Nathan's memory becomes a living tribute to his life and legacy. Over the years, this spot becomes a place of reflection and connection for Nate, where he feels close to the father he never met. Amy's healing through Nate. Raising Nate helps Amy heal in ways she never imagined. Each milestone in his life, his first word, first step, and first ride, reminds her of the joy Nathan brought into her world. While the pain of losing him never fully goes away, Nate becomes a symbol of hope and a reminder that love endures, even in the face of loss. Amy continues to honor Nathan by living the values they shared. She expands her horse rehabilitation work, naming one of her most successful projects Nathan's Way. Through this program, she helps others find healing, just as Nathan helped her. In the end, Nathan's legacy lives on not just through Nate but also in the strength and love of the Heartland family. His story becomes part of the ranch's history, a reminder that even in loss, there is always the possibility of new beginnings. As the sun sets over Heartland Ranch, Amy stands on the porch, cradling her growing belly and reflecting on everything that has happened. The day had been filled with moments of grief and hope as she navigated her decision to move forward without Nathan and came to terms with the life she now carries inside her. Earlier in the episode, Amy had been overwhelmed by the weight of her emotions, questioning her ability to move forward after Nathan's tragic death. But as the episode draws to a close, she begins to find clarity. The Heartland family gathers around her, offering their unwavering support. Jack places a comforting hand on her shoulder, reminding her of the resilience that has always defined her. In the barn, Amy finishes tending to a young horse Nathan had been working with before his death. She whispers softly to the horse, "We'll get through this together. I promise." As she steps outside, she looks up at the sky where the stars are beginning to appear. A gentle breeze brushes past her, carrying with it a sense of peace. Amy takes a deep breath, placing her hand on her belly. "We'll be okay," she says aloud, as though speaking to Nathan and the baby. Her voice carries both sorrow and determination. The camera pans out, capturing the ranch bathed in the warm glow of twilight, symbolizing the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. The episode ends with Amy writing in her journal, something she hasn't done since Ty's death. She pens the words, "Life doesn't always go as planned, but love has a way of leaving a mark that never fades. Nathan's story didn't end here, it lives on in me, in the horses we healed, and in the child we created together. As long as I carry that love with me, I know we'll find our way." As her voiceover fades, the screen cuts to a wide shot of Heartland Ranch, where life continues amidst the beauty and quiet strength of the land. The credits roll with a heartfelt instrumental score, leaving viewers with a sense of hope and anticipation for the season ahead. Thank you all so much for watching and joining me as we dive into the emotional journey of Heartland Season 19, Episode 1, New Beginnings. I truly appreciate each of you for taking the time to follow along and share your thoughts on this episode. It's always a pleasure to explore the highs and lows of these characters, and I can't wait to see how Amy, Nathan, and the rest of the Heartland family continue to evolve this season. Your support means the world to me, and I'm excited to keep bringing you more content as we move forward. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts. Let's keep the conversation going. See you in the next video.